So Fundy added a cursed difficulty to Minecraft and claims that it's actually impossible now. While it is a huge challenge, it is still possible to beat it. Now, although I did cheat, it doesn't mean that it is impossible. I cheated so I could show that it is possible and even tested all the features he added. But after all, this video is to give you tips and tricks on how to beat it. This might not work for everyone since Fundy says it's on a timer. Also, you might not have enough patience to keep on going, because even if I tested it, I still died quite a lot of times. I am not going to attempt and beat it without cheating, since I don't want to die 3000 times per minute. I didn't really enjoyed the process when I beat Impossible and Impossible plus mode. So I don't want to spend another long trip of tears to beat a game. I already failed the challenge because I cheated. But I did it so I could finish the video as fast as possible. So if you want to be the first one to beat it without cheating and win $250, then use the tips I show you, enjoy the video and good luck. Also, 95% of my viewers aren't even subscribed, so if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing, it's free, fast, and you can always unsubscribe later. The reason this challenge is so hard is because it's hard to obtain the things you need the most, which are tools and food. To make your first tool, you need wood. But it is impossible to break blocks because instead of dropping the block, they explode. The explosion might drop some blocks, but for some reason it didn't happen to me. And when you try to get food, well, this happens. So the best way to get food, blocks, tools and armor would be from chests. You can also find an armor stand with iron armor in the Spruce Village. Trading with a villager is almost impossible, you'll have to trap them and keep distance. Because when getting too close to the villager, it will turn into a vindicator. But it isn't just a regular vindicator. It runs super fast. To get rid of the grass and flowers, use a bucket of water. But make sure to stay far away from the water so it won't disappear. If you find enough iron or a bucket, use it to get milk. You can even make a bucket of lava or just use a flint and steel to kill mobs and animals. You may find a flint and steel or a fire charge near the ruined portal. At first I thought if you get enough slime balls, you can craft a slime block. Because after all, the water will disappear. But the problem is, there's no way to get the block back. You might get it if you break a near block, but not in my case. Later on, I realized that it's actually possible to MLG water bucket. All you need is momentum. You need to take the water back after you land in it and before it disappears. If you want to get blocks, you'll need to mine for a long time. Because each time a certain block explodes, it will drop one block only. If you have gunpowder and sand, you can craft TNT and explode it to get more blocks. Fundy made it that when you smelt ores in the furnace it will be realistic. But he forgot to do the same with the blast furnace. You can find blast furnaces and armor houses in villages. So don't worry. Smelting ores is in fact possible in this difficulty. The hardest thing in my opinion is the Nether portal. In order to get the portal to work, you must know how big it should be. I don't exactly know, but the one I used is 22 by 16. It might work with a smaller one, but I am not sure. So, if you're trying to get blaze rods, good luck with the super fast moving blazes. I recommend to save important items in a chest inside the Nether and remember the coordinates. This might not be the best idea though. But it's much safer than tripping and losing those items in lava. The reason it's not the best idea is because each time you enter the portal, it will send you to a random area within 1500 blocks. Also, you don't need to worry about the lava anymore. In his previous difficulties you would die as soon as you get into it. He actually removed it in this difficulty. Now, let's say you've done it all. You got blaze rods and managed to get pearls. The only thing to do is to find a stronghold. There are two ways. 1. You use Eye of Ender to find it for you. 2. Hope to be lucky enough to find it without using the Eye of Ender. You may find it in caves or underwater. But you must have good luck. You found a stronghold. Now there are two things. Search for ender pearls in the chests and find the portal. There is a random chance for the portal block to move to a different spot, causing it to not work. And if that happens, you need to search for a new stronghold. I recommend to not break the spawner. I got the portal to work first try. Now, the next thing to do is to build an infinite water generator. Be sure to not get too close to it so the water won't disappear. Try to avoid the invisible enderman and place the water around the place where the egg should be. Just make sure no water goes inside the bedrock. I don't recommend making invisibility potions because the enderman will still see you in this difficulty. Now, the difficult challenge is going to be the end crystals. Since you don't know how to aim in this difficulty, you are going to have a hard time hitting it. But this is something you should care less about. When hitting the crystals it will spawn one wither boss. Try avoiding them and let them attack the dragon and wait till they disappear all of a sudden. Try to obtain as much healing as possible to not die. I recommend to destroy one crystal and wait until the wither despawns. This might take a long time, but it's much safer. If you manage to survive all of that, the only thing to do is to kill the dragon. First I'll show you the way that won't work for you. And then I'll show the way that does work. You can't just enter the portal because it will do the same thing as it does with water. Instead, you'll have to use a pearl. Do not throw it from the side, otherwise it won't work. Instead, stand right on top of the portal and throw the pearl straight down. And there you go. You beat the game. If you enjoyed and think that this is a great plan, please consider subscribing. Share it with friends, and if you could, show it to Fundy and let him know that it is a very hard challenge. But it is possible to enter the portal. Anyways, stay safe and stay positive. Hope to see you soon.